In today's video, we are going to explore powerful Laird Hamilton, quotes about life, courage, and moving on. Let's get started. A little adrenaline every day keeps the boredom away. Accepting and undertaking risk is how we evolved as a species. Just because we have evolved beyond needing to take this level of risk in our everyday lives doesn't mean that those built-in competencies just disappear. All training does is get us back what we lost when we stopped having to hunt down our food. Our bodies are built for it already. Don't be afraid to really use your imagination. Let it run wild. It's one of the most powerful tools you've got. Everything comes down to attitude. You determine what yours is, and the external world will reflect it back. Exercising underwater also creates tremendous benefits by challenging your body in ways you can't on dry land. Face reality. And the irony is that when you do turn and face the problem, you'll get past it far easier than if you run away. Fear is a natural response. Without it, we wouldn't survive. Fear is an unbelievable motivator. For me, that's why we're here, to live the fullest life, to feel everything, every gift that being human brings to us, to do everything we can do, to feel everything we can. If we can do that, then we've lived. That's a life. For those searching for something more than just the norm, we lay it all down, including what others call sanity, for just a few moments on waves larger than life. We do this because we know there is still something greater than all of us, something that inspires us spiritually. We start going downhill when we stop taking risks. Getting things wrong is the fastest way to learn. That's how we evolve. Playing at the edges of what we're capable of, stressing and testing. If I'm not falling into, onto, out of, or off of something, I'm not trying hard enough. I think the key to happiness is maximizing each day. So, if you're unhappy, here's a simple prescription. Live harder. If you can look at one of these waves and you don't believe that there's something greater than we are, then you've got some serious analyzing to do, and you should go sit under a tree for a very long time. If you cultivate something in your mind, you give it a life. It's really that simple. If you just get out of your own way, it is amazing what will come to you. In all successful relationships, the man respects the woman, and it takes a special guy to handle a successful woman. You have to be confident in who you are and what you do. Just because people are doing extraordinary things doesn't mean they're not ordinary people. Life is for living. Make a point of practicing on your weak side until you don't have one anymore. Make sure your dreams are bigger than your memories. Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears. Meet up with your fears. If you're afraid of sharks, go learn all about sharks. Get into the water with one. One of the main purposes of training is to build confidence, to put yourself through extraordinary paces so that nothing catches you unprepared. People always ask me when they see me working out, "What are you training for?" The answer is, I'm training for life. People don't want to do new things if they think they're going to be bad at them or people are going to laugh at them. You have to be willing to subject yourself to failure, to be bad, to fall on your head and do it again, and try stuff that you've never done in order to be the best you can be. Quitting is easy. Daring to triumph is hard. Surfing's one of the few sports that you look ahead to see what's behind. The art is not in how you scale the heights. The art is in how you come down, because there is always going to be a down somewhere in life. So when it happens, take a deep breath, heart wide open, senses on, and go. The flip side of fear is commitment. You can spend your life fence-sitting because you're frightened of something bad that might happen, or you can launch yourself into it with all your conviction and all your intelligence. The idea is to become an old wizard, to live a long and fruitful life and have family and be healthy and enjoy the ride. And speaking of the ride, why not let it rip, at least a little bit? Everyone I know who's really stoked about getting out of bed in the morning does that to some extent. There needs to be a reason to go, so you go deeper into whatever place you're visiting to find those unforgettable experiences. There's so much stigma and weirdness around being older. Get over it and keep moving. To find your passion, you have to look inward. If you look outward, all you'll see is what other people are doing. You're not other people. Train to be useful, not to be pumped or ripped. We are our own worst inhibitors. What we've been given is precious. It's majestic in its smallest details and its largest manifestations. Anyone not humbled by the power of the ocean should take a good, long look at a 50-foot wave. If you don't have respect for a wave, it's only a matter of time before the ocean teaches you to get some. We're all equal before the wave. When it comes to setting goals, I think people often underestimate themselves. The good news is that if you really put your mind to something, you can go farther than you think. When we're not operating in life or death situations, a lot of times we tune out. If you're sitting behind a desk all day, you don't have to be hyper-aware, but it's important to exercise your instincts like you would a muscle. If you don't try to tune into everything like smell, hearing, sight, and vibration, you can get dull. And that might come back to haunt you when it matters most. When you don't use sugar in your diet, All of the sudden fruits are really sweet. Honey is really sweet. Your taste buds change. I'm not psycho, never have anything sweet, because that takes too much energy. The stress on your body just isn't worth it. When you make a mistake, the ocean gives you an instant reminder. You get punished. If golf clubs could shock you every time you hit the ball wrong, we'd probably learn how to play golf pretty well. Wiping out is an underappreciated skill. Yes, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but life isn't like that. Sometimes you have to go backward to get to a goal, or sideways, or around an impediment, the way a river flows around a mountain. You have to decide what level you want to participate in your children's lives. The more you do, the better your relationship is going to be. You have to listen to your instincts. You know when it's time to lay down the law. You need to keep challenging yourself. That's the whole idea behind seeking out things you're not good at. It forces your mind to engage. Your mind has 100% power over your reality. Whatever you believe, that's what you're cultivating. Your path is yours alone, and if it's the path less traveled, that's absolutely fine. The world doesn't need more conformists. The world needs more people who create and question and search. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these powerful Laird Hamilton quotes about life, courage, and moving on in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.